You're listening to First in Line, your all access pass to fan culture. I'm Liv,
I'm Elham.
and we need to wrap this up real quick because I've got to get back to reading the deal.
Oh my god. Every review that's come out today said it's the best show ever.
Yeah, I mean, I feel like the hype was kind of unexpected after Heated Rivalry. Like, I think that Heated Rivalry really helped hype this show up. But I was anticipating not to hear that like the production quality was as good or like the acting was as good. But early reviews from screeners are saying that the chemistry is really good, that the show is really well produced. So I'm excited about it. We're recording this on Monday night, so it'll come out. The show will be out Wednesday night. So we have a lot of reading to do. And then our next episode on Monday will be a full debrief of our thoughts of the book, The Deal, the first book, and then also the first season of Off Campus, because apparently they're dropping all of the episodes in one go. So
I know, which I kind of
this week.
I was thinking, I think I said this to you, or maybe I was like, I'll save it for the pod. But when I saw the reviews that were really positive, I was like, okay, maybe it's a good thing that they like release them all at once, because I don't know, like the general public, how I don't know, sometimes like the first episode or something is like not that good or whatever. So I'm like scared that they would be like, oh my god, this thing's shitty or whatever. But I'm very excited, and we already know it's coming out this season 2. Honestly, makes it more easier to read this book and want to go to the next one, because I'm like, the season 2 is like guaranteed already. So I'm there.
Yeah, we need to clock in for that as well. I'm not sure that I'll wait until season 2. Like, I'll probably do what I did for Heated Rivalry and read the book like right after watching the show. The only qualm that I do have is I feel like, and I'm not sure if this is like on purpose, but there's been a lot of talks because Prime Video is like buying up every single book that they could get their hands on, romance book, but they're calling them all YA, and I feel like I already know that this book is not a YA book. So I'm a little bit perplexed, and I feel like even the trailer was like, this is considered, I think, like a new adult book, so 18 plus. And even the trailer was very like new adult, like sexual tension forward book. So I'm surprised by the marketing that it's like YA. I don't know.
No, I agree, because it's not. I feel like if you have explicit sex scenes of any kind, it's not YA. Like YA is literally like you just basically
It's literally Percy Jackson as well.
Yeah, it's like
You know what I mean?
Yeah, or like like I've read YA books like when I was younger and stuff, where like you can infer,
It's more like fade to black. Yeah.
you like infer what's happening, but you don't like read it in extreme detail. And because even they're doing Every Summer After, which they're naming the show something different too, which this is just called.
Yeah, I think it's Every Year After.
Yeah, but and that too is being like set as a YA, and I'm like, okay, well there's definitely smut in that book, so I don't really know why. Because to me, YA is like Percy Jackson. It's like, honestly, like even The Summer I Turned Pretty, the show, I feel like went further than the books do.
Yes, I think in the books, all that they did was kiss.
Yeah. Because I was reading that book.
That
book was like in my middle school library. Like that would not be there if there was like some whatever was happening on the show. Even though the show was not like that explicit, but like that's just like not what YA is. Yeah. I wonder if it's, I don't know.
Also, I feel like they're doing me a disservice because like I feel like these shows are targeted towards me.
No,
so, like,
well, I was
a little bitter about it. Like the Love Hypothesis, Every Year, Summer After, like the Off Campus. I feel like these are like, I'm the target demographic. So what do you mean young adult? I mean, if you want to call us young adults.
That's what I'm thinking, like, because I'm like, are they saying it more so like young adults, like people in their 20s or whatever? But I'm like, but that is a genre of book. You can't really use that with interchangeably.
Yeah. Whereas like the new adult, which is like, I believe new adult is like a newer term for category, and that's like 18 to like 30, which is our target, of course. So I don't understand why they're not using new adult, but I digress. I'm very excited. I'm like 80 pages into the book. How far are you in?
I'm probably the same. I was reading it yesterday when I was on my drive back home for my road trip, and obviously when you're in the car, I feel like I'm reading like 10 pages, and then I go on my phone and like listen to podcasts, and I do this and that. But I really, well, I have to finish it before we record, obviously, but I also really want to finish it before Wednesday, which I think is possible.
Yeah,
It's
and
really easy
I
to get through.
for some reason, I thought that this book was gonna be, like, really cringe. I mean, there like, some of her inner thoughts are cringe, the female main character, but I don't know why I thought that it wasn't, like, as well loved by, like, the people that I trust their reading reviews of,
Okay.
but I went on Goodreads, and literally everyone that I know read it and loved it. So,
Yeah.
I was surprised, like, I didn't realize that it was that beloved by my inner circle.
Yeah. I know because I even have friends who I would never think would, like, read this type of book, like, loving it and being excited for it, but, yeah, it's hard with the new sort of post-COVID, like, romance book.
TikTok era, like,
TikTok
you
era.
don't know
You
who you
can't
can
trust these
trust.
people, bro. I will read something that is being touted as, like, the greatest love story of all time, and, like, 5 pages in, I'm just like, I can't even get past, like, the names of these characters. Like, I can't even, these conflicts make no sense, whereas, like, this book, it, like, is still I mean, it's always gonna be, like, a little cheesy or whatever,
Mm.
but it's still, like, good and,
It's
like,
like a
honestly
class it's
makes
like a
sense. I
classic.
feel like it's something that's, like, believable in a way, even though I don't think anyone is, like, fake date like, I don't think that really happens in the real world, but, like, everything else about it, I'm like, "Okay, this is, like, kinda believable."
Yeah. Um, what about your barricade or bust this week? What have you been loving aside from getting into the deal?
Yes, My Barricade Bus is actually a Netflix movie called Roommates. I don't know if you
I haven't
watched
watched it
it.
yet.
Okay.
Yeah, I haven't watched it yet.
It has, I think
The Nepo Baby
yes, the
movie?
Nepo Baby movie, which is, the lead is Sadie Sandler, Adam Sandler's daughter, and he's, like, the producer behind this movie, and she also her and her sister were in or her sister had the, You're Not Invited to My Bar Mitzvah
Yeah, yeah,
Party
yeah.
movie, and then so then this is hers, and this one is, like
Well, that's not the same
I don't
daughter, it's a different daughter?
yeah, it's, like, the
Oh,
other
okay.
kid. I don't know her name, though, sorry. But this one is, like, set in college, so it's, like, a girl who's, like, graduated high school going to, freshman year of college, and she's trying to find a roommate, and she goes to this, like, orientation camp and meets this girl that she's, like, enamored with, and then she becomes her roommate, and basically, it's, like, crazy shit just keeps happening to them, and it was, like, honestly really funny. Like, I sometimes with these Netflix movies, you just literally never know, and, like, Nick Kroll is in it, and I thought he was really good. Sarah Sherman, who's from SNL, was in it too, and I thought she was really funny, and, like, it was actually crazy and, like, aggravating, and it was also another movie where, yes, the things that happen are, like, extreme, but I can literally see this happening to someone in real life who, like, rooms with a stranger, and, like, the stranger turns out to be, like, way more bizarre than, like, you could imagine. But I really, really loved it, and I gave it, like, a 4-star rating, like, I
Wow.
enjoyed it,
I need to
and
go
it's, like,
watch it then.
it's not too long, it's really funny and, like, also heartwarming, and Chloe East plays the roommate, and she's really, really good. Like, she was in The Fabelmans, and she's kinda someone who, like I loved The Fabelmans when I watched it, but she's not really in a lot of stuff, so seeing her in this kinda, like, comedic role, in a way, was also really, like, good. Like, I was, like, happy to see her, but, yeah, I highly recommend the movie because I actually and it made me wanna watch the other movie that they did, because I was like, "Okay, if this is funny, I can imagine that the other one will be funny too." Even though the other one is, like, middle schoolers, but I'm like, "Whatever." Uh, I'm like, I've watched The Summer I Turned Pretty, I know. I've watched
Yeah,
all the teen drama here
I
and
know
there.
all.
What's your barricade or bust this week?
My Barricade or Bust this week is going to be, the new single from Dean and Anderson .Paak, "Aftertaste." So, Dean is a Korean rapper, and he and Anderson .Paak had, collaborated 10 years ago on "Put My Hands on You." And that was, like 2016 was my K-pop renaissance. Like,
Mhm.
I think, like,
I remember
2016,
that.
2017 were, like, my peak K-pop years. So, like, the fact that they're redoing this and it's funny because my sister and I listen to like, when we listen to K-pop, like, I only strictly listen to music from, like, that era or earlier. Like, that is what I go back to. So, all of the, like, 2016 nostalgia, like, honestly, like, not it past K-pop, but, like, I will buy any 2016 nostalgia, like, anything that you were selling to me 2016, I will buy it.
Yeah.
I guess that was such a good year for me for, like, music, and pop culture in general, so I just loved it. I mean, talking about college, like, that was my freshman year of college, and it was grim, like, freshman year of college was bad for me, bad time. So, like, this is all I had, okay? Um, so I'm really excited by this collaboration again and the new release. So I've been loving that lately and going back to my K-pop roots. So
Yeah,
and speaking of, Anderson .Paak.
I was gonna say, are we gonna talk about the Mariah Carey?
Yeah.
I was gonna ask you, like, first of all, when did they ever date? Because it's, like, rekindled their relationship. I'm like, did I miss that?
I've never seen that before in my
No.
life.
No, and I was like, "Okay, like, okay, I guess,"
At
but
least they're down to earth going to the movie theater.
no, going in the wig and everything, dressed to the freaking nines. Yeah, I thought that was so, like, out of left field, and everyone in the comments is like, "Oh my god, I love them together." I'm like, "When did this ever happen? Like, what was I like, I feel like I would know this, but, good for them, I guess."
Yeah, so he's had a big week,
I
I
wanted to see it. I
in
saw a
the
funny
movies.
comment, like, the promo in the back of the video is, like, this that Sheep Detectives movie, and someone,
Mhm.
like, commented on, like, I'm pretty sure it was, like, Dumois or something, and they're like, "Oh, I'm so happy that they enjoyed the film," or something. I thought that was really funny, but I was like,
That's
"What is
hilarious.
going
I
on
wanna
here?"
watch that movie actually, and
Okay, same.
I guess it's also a book, so I put the book on my Goodreads, and one of my ex-coworkers that I have on Goodreads was like, "You know what? Hell yeah." I don't even know what it is, but I had put it on
No,
my
me either. The trailer is, like, kind of bizarre, and, like, what is
I just
happening?
assumed
But
it was gonna be, like, some silly, like, kinda, like,
mm,
campy detective thing, but I could be totally off base,
I've
so
seen no, because I've seen literally multiple TikToks.
it's Hugh Jackman, right?
Yeah, Hugh Jackman is, like, the main person, but I've seen multiple TikToks of people literally sobbing in the theater
What?
after watching it. Yes, and I even saw a tweet yesterday from someone, like, I think one of my mutuals or something, they were like, "I didn't realize this movie was gonna be so emotional." I'm like, "What?" I thought it was
No,
like
thanks then. I'm good, I'm
no,
good.
literally, like, I was like, "I need to know, like, what they're doing in this movie," because I thought it was just supposed to be, like, a silly murder mystery with a sheep or something. Like, I with, like, different animals, but yeah. I mean, we'll watch it and back maybe if it gets to streaming or something, but I thought that was funny.
What about, your boyfriend of the week? You really don't
Okay,
have many options,
guys,
so
I don't the thing is, I genuinely don't have like, I'm seriously not kidding. I can't think of a single man who has, like, piqued my interest in the last week. Like, I'm not even kidding you.
we're
Like,
both
I'm like, we
sinless.
might have to come up with a new segment or, like,
What about a girlfriend of the week? Do you have a girlfriend of the week?
girlfriend of the week? Actually, yes, of course, I do have a girlfriend of the week. I'm gonna shout out my girl Alandria because she bought a penthouse. Did you see that?
Yeah, I did see that.
And
Where is it? Do you know where it is?
I'm assuming it's in Houston, but I have no
Yeah, that makes
clue. Because
sense.
I know that's where she, like, lived before, so I'm assuming it's there, but as many of you know, I literally love her so much, and we both love her like, obviously love
Mhm.
her, huge fans of her, and I just think the things that she's been able to accomplish in the last, like, year, almost year, is, like, incredible and, like, actually insane, and I'm just happy for her, like, every time she posts something, I'm just like, "Oh my god, I'm just so happy for you." But buying a house or whatever, buying property of any kind is, like, a huge achievement, and I know she also said like, I saw she also said, like, a few months ago that she, like, paid off all her student loans, like, with her first basically, like, huge
Yeah.
paycheck and stuff like that. So I'm like, "Good for you," you know? It's inspiration to the both of us. I'm like, every time I see somebody do something like this, like, through
Ugh,
social media, I'm like,
is
"This will be Liv and I one day through all
one
these
day,
videos
hopefully
and
soon,
podcast. One day soon, we will be here telling you guys that we were
or
able to
debtless.
yeah, have 0 debt to our name because of this podcast, so but she is my girlfriend of the week. But, yeah, I feel like I'm gonna have to expand it because, like, honestly, there's no really I just don't think anyone is doing anything right now. Maybe that's why.
Yeah, I feel like summer will be, like, refreshed,
Yeah. Like,
hopefully.
we need new gu some like, Drake's coming out the new album on Friday, hopefully it's good, maybe he'll be the one next week. Because 'cause I'm like, Harry
Yeah.
ain't doing it for me, Niall ain't doing it for me. I've named every other actor, and, like, there's no movies out.
Yeah.
I don't
Well,
know.
we have to watch Sheep
That's
Detective.
why I'm like Hugh Jackman. I actually love Hugh Jackman.
No, you know what? It's funny going into, something else that I wanted to talk about, which Bravo had their upfronts today, so they're
Mhm.
Bravo news happening, and we were talking about Sierra Miller's obviously gonna be on Dancing with the Stars. She's going to have a crazy
Mhm.
bombshell summer of she's going from Love Island, USA, hosting After Sun, to Summer House, to Dancing with the Stars, and I was thinking to myself, because I also love Maura Higgins, who was also announced for Dancing with the Stars, so I'm scared, like, they cannot announce any
I
other people
know.
to be on the show.
Yeah.
'Cause I'm already like, "Okay, am I splitting my votes like 5 and 5? Are we splitting our votes like 10 and 10? Like, am I just gonna go all in?" And I'm like, I feel like personally, I'm more of a fan of Sierra, but, like, I've known Mara for longer and, like, also love her down and, like, wanna support her. So then I was thinking to myself, I was, like, trying to compare, and then I was like, I feel like I would give it to Sierra, but then I was like, "Ooh, what would Elham do if Alandria and Sierra were
Oh
on
my god.
at the
I
same
would
time?"
probably
That Elandria came up in my mind earlier because I was, like, trying to equate it to,
yeah.
like, something else, yeah.
I feel like I would probably be like I think I would put all my votes with the Landry and then tell someone else to vote 10 for Sierra. Like, I feel like I'd be like, "I'm gonna vote 10 for Landry, you vote 10 for Sierra," and every other person, I know I'd be like, "Do this." Because, yeah, it's gonna be hard, and I also think although Mora is, like I mean, Dancing with the Stars is a US-based show, so I feel like but Mora was on Traders, and she also
Yeah.
hosts Aftersun, so I feel like she does have a fan base, and she is very, like, much one of those, like, viral, like, internet people, whereas Sierra has
I
more
feel
of,
like
like
she's gonna do I feel like Mara's gonna do really
yes.
well because, like, I don't even watch necessarily Dancing with the Stars, like, on TV, like,
Mhm.
live, but, like, the TikTok of it all,
Yeah.
she's gonna be, like, golden on that, whoever she gets, and, like, I don't know, I feel like I have to support Sierra because even if she's gonna be really horrible, which I hope she's not, but, like, that's
I
my
know,
girl.
'cause I'm thinking, dude, does she have
I don't
any
know if I've ever
dancing?
seen her move. I
No.
don't know if I've ever seen that.
I've seen her, like, move in her costumes, but it's not, like, real dancing, and, like, same with, like, Mora, I'm like, does she dance? Like, I don't know.
She did do, like, their Dancing on Ice celebrity show that
Oh,
they do in the UK, so she does
okay.
have, like, that experience. I'm not sure if she was, like, very good. I don't think she made the final on that, but, at
I
least
know, 'cause now I'm thinking, like, who else? Yeah, I hope 'cause I'm like, those are 2 huge names, especially right now, I feel like Sierra obviously is, like, a huge name right now, so I'm, like, thinking between now and, like, when 'cause the season's in the fall, so
I
I'm, like,
feel like
between
they're
now and
still gonna pull,
August
like, another influencer or 2 because
yeah.
I think, like, technically they're considered more TV stars.
Mhm.
So I feel like they still have, like, room for influencers, but I'm sure that they're, like, big budget people, so maybe they don't have room for, like, too many because they normally do, like, a sports, like, legend, an older like, a couple older, like, TV actors and stuff like
Actors,
that,
yeah.
so we'll see, but yeah, it made me think of Alandria earlier, which is funny.
That is so funny. I wonder, do they get paid? They have to, but, like,
Yeah,
how much?
yeah, they get paid. I'm sure they get paid plenty.
I'm thinking, like
No one's doing that show for free, like, yeah, it's
but, like,
not
I'm thinking, like, how much, like, people on, like, competition shows get paid, it's, like, $1,000. Obviously, these people are getting paid more than that because like, they are
I
famous.
mean, well, like, if you think about, like, MTV's The Challenge,
Yeah.
like, the people that win, they win, like, $300,000 or whatever, but people literally go on that show and they never win, and they do it for their career, so they're getting paid plenty to be,
Yeah.
like, on episodes.
Okay,
Like,
that
I'm
makes
sure they're getting paid, like, at least 6 figures.
'cause I feel like, honestly, I know that Nick, like, from Love Island slash Alandra's boyfriend,
Yeah,
really
he really
wants
wants to be
to
on
be
it,
on
right?
it,
Yeah.
and I'm like, "Okay, Nick, like, you can't really be on it this season because, like, Sierra's on it, and, like, we need to, like, make Sierra win, like, we, like, know guys," but then I also am like, Rob would be someone that like, similar to Nick, where I could see him being on it, but then at the same time, Rob and
Don't think
Mara are
do
like
it.
yeah, I'm like, first of
And
all
I feel like you wouldn't wanna,
Nick
like,
can. I
steal
don't think he can
hearts.
dance. Not that I think Nick can either,
Yeah.
but yeah, I'm like, because 'cause I'm thinking, like, other people who had, like, a huge moment this year, but I honestly can see, like, Jake Shane being on it. Like,
Yeah,
funnily enough, like, as, like, the Alex Earl type,
yeah.
but I just don't know who he
No,
would be paired with.
no thanks.
He's so tiny.
We need to talk about Carl and Lindsay being best
Okay.
friends again.
Okay, guys. Carl and Lindsay are literally like it's like the one like I don't even know how to explain it. It's like you wish so hard and so much that like this friends to lovers arc could work and you just know it never will. You just literally I mean, obviously it didn't work. But
Yeah.
like even the picture Kyle posted with the three of them and Gemma, Lindsay's baby, and she's like holding Gemma and looking up at Carl. I literally was like, this is like a family photo.
Yeah.
Like, I love that they're friends again.
I think
I
it's really interesting actually,
Yeah.
because in the, like, last few interviews that she had done, like, a couple weeks ago, she was still giving, like, very frosty,
Mhm.
and now, like, within the last week or so, it's gotten very friendly.
I know, I wonder honestly if, like, what happened to their friend group made them become closer in a
Yeah.
weird way, because also I think Lindsay's a really good reality TV person because even, yeah, like, on her Watch What Happens Live where she goes, "His family, they love hugs," kinda like making fun of them in a way, but then, like, yeah, 2 weeks later, they're, like, all buddy-buddy at the Vulture event and also buddy-buddy at the Upfronts, like, doing literally press together at the
The
Upfronts.
fact that it's just the 2 of them from West is, like, crazy. I mean, I would not be sitting next to my ex-fiancé.
No, who
But
humiliate that's another thing,
but
like
it does go to show, like, to because the thing with, Lindsay's daughter, they were at, like, a friend's party, like, they are very, like, ingrained in
yeah.
a friend group.
Yeah, and I think that they are it just goes to show, yeah, like, they were friends before the show. I mean, they've been on the show for 10 years together. There is a friendship there no matter how, like, horrible that breakup was and probably embarrassing, and I don't think Lindsay will ever, like, fully be over it because, like, how the fuck could you? Like, I don't know. But I definitely think she's kinda like she got her happy ending. Like, Lindsay always wanted a child. I don't even think I mean, clearly, she didn't give a shit who the fuck the dad was. Like, she did not care. Like, she wanted a child with someone who was stable and normal and whatever, and she got that at the end, and I feel like that probably makes her also just realize, like, it's not worth, like, having this resentment towards a relationship that, like, when I have my daughter and I don't really need Carl anymore. But yeah, I just love them. And this is another reason why, like, I feel like Summer House is so different because any other Bravo show, Southern Charm, Southern Hospitality, like, I'm trying to think of, like, all these other, like, Next
I
Gen,
mean, the Valley, like,
The Valley, they would never in a million years ever, like, be able to coexist with an ex, let alone, like, these people in The Valley can't even go coexist with people they just
that's
don't
what
wanna
I'm
be
saying.
friends with,
Yeah, and it
who
just
had
ruins the
no
show. It just
yeah.
ruins the show, yeah.
And I think it just goes to show once again, like you said, like these people on Summer House are genuinely friends. That's why, like the whole like bit where people are like, they're just coworkers. Like, why does Amanda and people trying to defend the whatever Wes and Amanda shit? It's like no, because you're accustomed to these other shows on Bravo. Like, no, these people, and I feel like Southern Charm is the same way. Like, these people are genuinely
Yeah.
friends. Like. They hang out all the time outside of this show. They see each other in New York during the fall, during the winter, like, before they come to the Hamptons to film, like, they're always together, and, um, I also think that plays a huge factor in it too, but I wonder too like, honestly, I wonder, like, if they will ever have, like, a conversation about, like, how humiliating that breakup was.
Well, Lindsay did say, and I think Carl had teased it, like, before the season came out, and then Lindsay did say that her and Carl did have a conversation that I think will be
Okay,
shown on this season. So
okay,
there is, like, some sort of conversation, like, clear the air conversation, but it certainly seems that, like, something's happened in the last month or so that's made
yeah.
them get closer, and I do love the powwow that we got today, sneak peek
Oh my
of
god.
Carl, Mia, Ben, Kyle, and Sierra, like, planning for the reunion. Honestly, like, that's what I wanna see, like, more of is, like, the rest of them all
I
talking to each
know.
other to get their, like, ducks in a row. Like, I wanna see Lindsay and Sierra and Jesse sitting down, like, mapping
Mhm.
out the timeline, you know what I mean?
Same. And I'm like, low-key, I'm like, we should do, like, a live reaction to the Summer House trailer when it drops.
We
Like,
should.
I need that reunion trailer, like, so bad because 'cause I'm like, I I just, like there is nothing better than, I'm sorry, seeing Wes just fucking sit there in silence and know that he's been fucking caught in a lie. Like, I'm sorry, like, it's just and the fact that they like, even from this, like, 15-second sneak peek, they're like, "We have receipts that he's been having a girlfriend since February of 2025." I'm like, "Oh, okay." So that means, like, this girl, Miha, right? Yeah. Miha, like, was being sold this dream and probably definitely has dozens of hundreds of thousands of messages from West selling her this dream, trips together, seeing him, all that stuff. And I just am like, how can you defend that? And like, that's what I'm really interested to see. Like, I don't think he can, but I'm like, I need to know what he says to all that information because all the clips we see of him now on his podcast, he's like, I just like deeply care about all these people and it's gonna be rough, but like I just like I think we can get through it. I'm like,
And
Yeah,
he's just like going like, "Oh, I'm sorry. I've been off social media, but I'm sorry that I hurt you and I wanna talk to you and you're a great person." It's like, what
also
about all this like, intricate lying that you've been doing for over a year is
no.
crazy.
And also, like, the thing that annoys me about his text to KJ is, like, the place you are supposed to have this reconciliation is at the reunion. Literally, that's how all these shows on Bravo work. You are supposed to have your final words on the reunion stage. You're not supposed to not say anything or, like, not say as much whatever, like, be keep things close to the chest and then talk about it after. No, 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 no. You are a reality TV star. You need to lay out all your cards at the reunion stage. There have been Real Housewives who literally have gone through 100 times worse things than West has gone through in this last month, and they sit there with their chest fucking held high, their neck how they are, like, being accused of crimes, and they still sit at the reunion stage, and they will
And
defend themselves.
he texted Mia too after the
Yeah,
reunion, or maybe it was Lindsay after the reunion.
and I think
Um,
he
I
texted
think it was
Lindsay. Yeah.
Lindsay after the reunion, and so did Amanda, and it's like,
Why?
after the reunion, like, it doesn't make sense. There were, like, 3 weeks before the reunion that they could've texted. It's just a little, like, I guess,
No.
preparing for what's to
It's,
come.
like, manipulative too, because to me, it's like you're like, okay, obviously, I think if you are any type of celebrity that goes through any sort of scandal, I can't even imagine the shit that you get sent in your messages or in your comments. Like, I see comments on TikTok and stuff all the time. It's fucking horrible. It's horrendous. Even people who are not going through scandal, who literally just exist, it's horrible. But when you are like that is one thing, okay? I can understand that. It can be very hard to, like, have to show your face in public. But these people are your friends. Like, these people are not, like, they're not asking you to release a statement on Instagram stories. They're not asking you to clear the air to TMZ or Dumois or whatever. Like, these are your friends. Like, why can't you confront or talk to your friends? And I feel like that just goes to show, like, maybe to West and even Amanda, which honestly, I do think Amanda, it's just like an out of I don't even know with her, but, like, to West, it's like, maybe he genuinely does not see these people as his friends, and that's the issue. Like, he sees them as coworkers. Like, I don't know if you remember this, but I was listening to this podcast, and they brought up this point from the last reunion that Paige was on, which I guess, was last year, right? Or yeah. Um, sh I guess Paige said that that was the season or 2 seasons ago when
Yes.
Lindsay and Carl broke up, and Wes texted them in a group chat and was like, mind you, the whole season is revolved around this friendship and this relationship imploding, okay, months before the wedding. And apparently he texted in a group chat with them saying, oh my God, you guys, the new season is getting such great reviews. Can you believe it? Like, I can't believe how amazing people are
Yeah.
watching this. And Paige was like, this like relationship is blowing up and you're excited because like it's getting good ratings. Like, that's just the disconnect between you and this group, and I feel like that's still the truth, like, to this day like, to right now. Like, I feel like he sees these people or this show as, like, entertainment and not as, like, real people with real human connection. Um, and I'm just interested to see that's why I'm like, I literally can't wait. Like, I need this reunion
Yeah.
so but I
There's
was
something, like, really weird and, like, post-apocalyptic about his podcast that he has, I think is Sophie Cunningham, right?
yeah,
His co-host. Um, they keep posting, like, clips where he's kinda, like, talking about what
yeah.
went on and then also talking about the season of Summer House, and it's very, very bizarre. Like, it's just uncomfortable and weird, and it's, like, not hitting the way that I think they want it to hit. So, I totally agree with your take on that.
And, like, yeah, and I feel like all the clips I've seen too is like, okay, I get it. Him and Sophie Cunningham were, like, went to the same high school or something,
Yeah.
so they're childhood friends. But, like, all the clips I've seen so far is literally her just asking him, like, leading questions to, like, get him like, softball leading questions, like, get him to continue saying his point of view, and I'm just like, "Okay." Like, she's just like, "So, like, how was that reunion?" And then he'll be like, "Oh, it was really hard." She goes, "Yeah, I can't even really imagine." And I'm like, "Okay, what is the point of this?" Like, she's not really asking him questions. She's literally just, like, letting
Like,
him
we're not really getting anything out of
Yeah.
like, and then they're posting it as, like, a I
Yeah,
guess,
like, "Oh, eyes emoji."
like, clickbait or whatever. It's just weird, so, I don't know.
Also, I don't think he, like, says anyone's name, except for he said Amanda's. Like, the 2 clips I've seen, he never mentions literally anyone by name, outside of Amanda from his
This one
podcast.
today he did. It was talking about, like, the the Kyle fight.
Oh,
I
okay.
think is also weird. I would stay far away
Yeah.
from Kyle's name. Like, I would keep Kyle's name out of my mouth.
No.
Also, like, obviously, this wasn't Kyle's best season, but, like, you are literally sleeping with his wife right now, so, like, I would probably just avoid.
Yes, and, like, what was I about to say? Oh my god. Wait, Kyle. I
How
forgot.
West was saying Kyle's name about him fighting.
Yeah, also, like, this is not their podcast is a sports podcast. That's, like, another thing that's weird to me. Like, I
Yes.
understood when she first, because I think they took a break because they were, like, at the Final Four for the
Mhm.
NCAA.
Yeah.
So I was like, "Okay, like, I can understand, like, coming back to your first episode and addressing it." But then when I kept seeing, like, more clips of him talking about stuff that's happening, like, online about him, I'm like, "Isn't this a sports podcast? Like, shouldn't he be talking about, like, the WNBA, the NBA, the NHL? Like, why are you talking about Summer House?" Like,
Yeah.
it's just
It's just weird
very
now.
yeah, but
Talking about clickbait, something else that we haven't discussed yet is the Dance No More music video.
okay, guys, I honestly, this is
I don't think I've ever seen your eyes roll so far in the back of your head.
I, like, I've, like, had to confront this feeling that I've had for the last, like, few months, honestly, probably 2 years, if I'm being honest, but it's been expedited in the last few months, is, like, Harry Styles has completely fallen off the face of the planet. Like, Harry Styles is in his Katy
Flop era?
Perry Witness
He's
era.
going into the Kia asylum?
He's in the Kia asylum. It's just like, and you know what pisses me off? And I'm sorry to my friends, guys. I love all my friends so much. Like, all my friends who are Harry fans, like, you guys know, once that guy grows his hair out and gets cute again, I'll be from fucking Rome if he makes good songs and is actually cute, okay, yes, I'll be there. But this idea that, like, people are like, you guys are so mean. Like, he's taking a risk, he's taking a chance. It's like, yeah, he's taking a risk and it's not good. Why are you dancing? You can't dance. Also, like, Troye Sivan vibes. Like, his music video was literally a copy of Troye Sivan's from, like, 3 years ago.
Mhm. Yeah, Rush.
Yeah,
Mhm.
and he
And Troye
has
Sivan did it better.
yes, like, he has no, like, sex appeal anymore. Like, I'm sorry.
I've seen so many tweets about that. So wait, are you the only one that feels this way, or do,
No.
like, a lot of other people are also
No.
doing the
Like,
same thing?
Milan thinks the same, Kate like, okay, I'm not gonna, like, out all my friends. Maybe with that. But, like, I have
Maybe all
multiple
we're making a list of all of the Harrys, and none of you are allowed
but,
to go
like,
before.
it's like, I don't even know how to explain it because, okay, first of all, the album is definitely way different than all his other music, which I think it's fine for someone like me to be like, this is just not music for me. It's just not. I
Mhm.
don't listen to that music. I do like a few songs on the album, but like it has no sort of like, I'm not drawn to listen to it like his other work. And that's fine. I think aesthetically, it's very bizarre. It just feels like everything he's trying to do is falling flat and it makes no sense, and maybe this he needed this, like, I don't know, but it's interesting because he'll do press and he's like first of all, he doesn't really say much in his press, and that's, like, kind of been his he's done that forever, but he's like, "I was so free when I wrote this album, like, this album was so, like, me, and it just I was collaborating or, like, I was really into going to festivals, and he was really into, like, dance music, so then he was like, 'Let me make this album.'" And I'm like, I can admire that and I can, like, understand that, but what about that has to equal, like, you trying to be a dancer in a music video and, like, try to be hot and sexy and, like, give us something that doesn't exist in you
That's
anymore?
what everyone liked from, like, One Direction Harry, and, like, that was not, like, One Direction Harry at all. So
No, it just kills me,
it's
and then
weird.
on
It's like
top of it
you wouldn't go, like, straight back to, like, pop if you're gonna try to do something like that.
and, like, on top of it is, like, I just also think he, like, doesn't do anything, and then he comes out with these music videos. Like, he does like, I'm like, "Where were you in the last month?" Like
I mean, the best press that he's getting is walking around every
yes,
city with Zoe Kravitz, like, that is the best press that he's getting right now.
and, like
Best engagement. I have seen that man pictured walking,
yes,
like, to what you're saying, more than doing any actual press. Or, like, is this a single? Like, all of a sudden, just,
I
like,
know.
music video came out, like, was this a
Well, the
single
thing
release?
is
I don't even know.
the thing is, I honestly am like, there's just this whole album has, like, promotional issues. The single Aperture comes out, like, in January, right? It was, like, before the Grammys, so it was in January. The album comes out in March. Between January and March, literally, there's, like, 0 press, like, really. He goes to the Grammys, gives a Bad Bunny a Grammy. He doesn't really do much press. Then, like, in March, the album comes out. He does Brit Awards, where he sings Aperture. He does, SNL and whatever. And then the next single after the album comes out is supposed to be American Girls. That song has a music video. American Girls, I actually think is a really good song. And genuinely, I think that song could be a big hit single. But that was in March. Guys, we are in May 11th of 2026. And we're already at a third single for the album. And I'm like, why didn't you just push American Girls more? Like, clearly you have a third single. Obviously, this music video was probably filmed, whatever, a long time ago. But, like, you have this third single for this album before your tour starts when you should have just, like, kept that in the vault until, like, maybe, like, the summer or something. And then, like, pushed American Girls out during the tour because his tour starts this weekend. But I'm like, I just think there's, like, this weird, you know what I mean? I can't really explain it. I feel like they're trying to basically see what song is gonna stick, and so far, like, literally none of them are, and I'm like, maybe that's a sign. Like, his tour is sold out. He will be successful. He's Harry Styles. I'm not saying he's, like, actually in the Kia Asylum, but I think in, like, the general sense of, like, what this album like, I just think this album is, like, not gonna be remembered and not gonna be rewarded, and I feel like that is gonna be, like, maybe the slap in the face that he needs to do something different. Because 'cause I'm like, I'm not against him doing something different from Harry's House or Fine Line or whatever, but this is just, like, so far removed from him and, like, also just, like, meaningless. Like, I don't know how to explain it, but yeah, I just am like, "Okay, Harry, let's, like, put some clothes on." Like, I don't know. Another thing that kills me is, like, he keeps,
Keep going, keep going, keep going.
guys, like, I can't even I've literally been talking for 10 minutes, but he literally keeps on, like, because he's, like, a runner now, he does, like, the marathons and
Yeah.
stuff, and I'm like, "Okay, I love that for you, but, like, what does that have to do with me as a fan?" I don't wanna read your interview on the Runner's World magazine talking about how you ran the marathon in Tokyo and Berlin. I'm a fan. I wanna know how you wrote this album, what inspired you to write this album, where your inspiration came from. It's like you do one interview with Zane Lowe, you do, like, 10 radio spots where you say the same things, but, like, where is, like, this in-depth, like, interview or something where you explain what these songs mean? And he doesn't do that, and I'm just like, "Well, then I just feel nothing towards this
Yeah, you're not
music."
even connecting with it.
And not that I need him to be like I don't need Harry Styles, like, he's never really like, I just don't need him to be he's not like Taylor Swift, like, I don't need him to be, like, world building or whatever, I don't even think that's really his strength, but, like, even with Harry's House, like, there's a story in that album. There is in each song, there's a story, you can clearly see it, you can hear it, you can understand it. Without him even really having to say much, you can even see it in the music videos, and in this album, I'm just like, "What is this album? Fans coming together, community, people dancing?" Like, okay. Um, but all that to say, I don't know, it just, like, feels weird because 'cause I'm like, it's actually crazy that and it's not that I don't, like, care about him anymore because obviously I do. Like, I s obviously I do. I mean, I knew that this music video came out, like, whatever, but, like, I just am like, I have no desire to, like, go out of my way to, like, see any of this because this album literally like, I'm like, unless the set list is 50% other music and
Yeah.
50% this, yeah, but I'm kinda scared that his tour is going to just be fully this album and, like, maybe 3 hits or something, and at that point, I'm like, I have no desire to see that. Like, I genuinely don't. I would be miserable. No shade, no tea, like
Wow.
but I know. It's hard though, because 'cause I'm like, Harry's House and Fine Line are such good albums that I'm like, "What the fuck happened?"
He got a little too free on this one, apparently.
Yeah. He's like, "I love that my label doesn't force me to do anything." I'm like, "Well,
They should.
they should. They should fucking force you. They should be like, you won a Grammy doing this fucking music, bitch, you better get back in that fucking studio with that music." But yeah, it sucks. And it also just is like my last thing. Okay, guys. I think I already said this, but I'm just gonna repeat myself. I saw a tweet that was like, you don't people always want men in music to take risks, and when they do, or be different, and when they do, you hate on them. And I'm like, no, because I want everyone in music to take a risk, especially men, because I think it's really easy to be complacent. But it's also just, like, if you are going to be the man of pop, you are want to be the Harry Styles, you are the king of pop or whatever, prince of pop, you're gonna have to deal with criticism. Like, Justin Bieber had, like, dud albums. Purpose came out in 2015, Changes, Justice, those 2 albums get fucking dogged out all day long. That Yummy song, people hate on those albums so much, and then guess what? He came out with Swag 5 years later or whatever, 10, whatever, after Changes, and people love it. Like, you have to deal with it, like, I'm sorry, and I love once again, like, I love all my friends, I love Harry, and I'm not like I don't actually genuinely hate him, but I'm just like, "Guys, like, we need to stop babying this man and just realize, like, sometimes it's okay to say that something sucks, and you can still go to your concert and, like, be fine with it." But a little part of me is like, maybe you guys are so defensive because, like, you, like, are pissed that you, like, have to go to see this, but that's just me being a bitch.
They're like, "No, it's really not that bad. It's really not that bad."
But I know people,
Like, some
I
of
don't
it
even know if it's, like I don't even know what the fuck, like, dance EDM, but it's like, this shit is not that g this shit is not that. It's not good.
well, like, I like dance music. This isn't, like, dance music
No!
to me. Okay, maybe it's in some, like, really, like, sub genre, but, like, he made it sound like we were getting, like, disco beat,
Yes!
like, I'm at the club. Like, I'm not, like, shaking anything to this music. So,
No!
like,
Mind
it
you,
it
half
it
the
it was not what I was expecting. It was not as described, and I was unafflicted by it.
Yeah, I will be seeing what he puts on the set list, everyone, and I will be
Making your
judging
judgment from there.
from there because 'cause I'm like, if there's not at least 5 good songs on that list, everyone better fucking ask for a damn refund. The other day, I was confronted with a video of James Charles on my For You page, actually very scary and terrifying, where he is ranting about the fact that a Spirit Airlines flight attendant who has been recently laid off as the company has gone extinct with 0 notice messaged him on Instagram basically asking him to donate to her GoFundMe. I'm assuming that this individual probably sent it to every single influencer and person that they probably follow or like interact with on social media because as, you know, a person who literally lost a job with no notice, they are scrambling for life. Like, hello, it's not easy to go through something that traumatic. I can't even imagine. So he makes a video basically saying that people
On
are
his spam account, right?
on his spam account, yes. He's ranting about how it's entitlement, how you need to go get a job, you need to go everyone like, he says something like he's like, "Oh, you know what? You could the time that you spent sending this message, you could have been applying for a job." And he just says, like, people expect celebrities and influencers to pay for everything when they don't realize, like, um, they could basically just saying, like, "Don't ask for handouts because, like, we are not, like, your charity case. Like, we're not here to be your charity for you." And obviously people get fucking pissed off at that because it's one, rude. It's just rude. You can think that way, but to say it to a camera and upload it and think that you are doing something positive in this world is, like, insane to me.
It's just crazy to me, like, okay, that wouldn't be, like, I don't know, even my 10th, like, thought if I was in that situation to, like, like, I think his point was, like, that person didn't even follow him.
Yeah.
But
Which
it's just like, how many messages does he get? And, like, that's the one that he picks on? Like, it's just like, why are you even giving it any thought or time and, like, send it like, again, we've talked about this before, but, like, go and complain about it to your influencer friends. Why do you think that the masses of whom, like, are watching your videos and seeing how much wealth and fame and luxury you're living are going in any way to relate to what
yes.
you're saying? Like, this is just the most unrelatable telling people to just go get a job and apply for jobs, like, is the most unrelatable thing you could possibly put on the internet, and it's, like, one thing if you're putting it on, like, your close friend's story, but, like, when you're putting it to your followers that are the ones that basically are paying for your career,
Yes.
it's never gonna hit the right way or
Well,
the way end.
that's the thing is, like, he's making it seem like okay, he is basically essentially saying, like, "You guys are asking me to do charity work for you with 0, like, thing that I'll get back or whatever." I don't know how to say that. Like, just
Yeah,
doing things
reciprocation.
with nothing yeah. And it's like, well, isn't that literally your job? Like, being an influencer is literally telling your audience to blindly, be loyal to you and blindly,
Anything that you
buy anything
collaborate
that
with.
that you collaborate with and buy into what you're selling. And I'm like, this is literally the definition of your job, and you can't even, you wouldn't have a job if it wasn't for these 9 to 5ers, people who work everyday normal jobs. Like, you would not have a job if it wasn't for them clicking purchase on your Shop My or your Amazon storefront. It's like your entire job is essentially begging. Like, I'm sorry, it fucking is. Like, if one way or another, because it's like, if I don't buy if I don't use your discount code, if I don't buy off your Amazon storefront, if I don't use your Shop My, if I don't watch your TikToks, if I don't watch your YouTube videos, you're not getting any money. Like, that is zero, like, case in point, because you're not going to get brand deals, you're not going to get money. So I'm like, why do you think you're holier than thou than anyone else when you are also, every single day, like,
Clickbaiting to try to
yeah,
get people to buy things off of you,
yeah.
basically, yeah.
And it's just, like, disgusting. And another thing that really grosses me out is, like, this is why people literally complain about, like, not having friends or community. Because, like, not that obviously this person's a stranger to you, but it's just, like, to me, I'm like, this just goes to show your character. If you see someone on the street struggling, if you're at the grocery store and someone's card gets declined, if you see a GoFundMe on someone's Instagram story, like, even 2 years ago when all those fires were happening in LA, you know how many GoFundMes I saw and donated fucking $5 to if I could? Earlier this year when all the ICE stuff was happening in Minneapolis, like, how many things I would reshare, repost, all this stuff. People I do not know, like, literally blindly sending people, like, that, like, they're like, I'm doing grocery run, like, sending them money and just trusting them, because that's, like, literally what community is about. And I'm like, the fact that you can't even spare, like, a single dollar to this random ass fucking flight attendant is just insane. And, like, I'm like, no wonder why people don't have friends. Like, you don't have community, you don't have anything, because it's just like this, well, I'm rich and wealthy, so I, like, need to keep all my money. And I think that's what's even scarier to me is, like, you were once, like, James Charles or anyone who thinks like that, like, who's an influencer, like, you were once a normal person, probably living a normal job or life. Like, you were a teenager on living in your parents' house.
I think that's the problem, is these people were never normal people.
Yeah,
Like, we're never normal, like, in the case of, like, James Charles, we're never normal adults that actually had to, like, fend
work.
for
Yeah.
themselves for
Like, I
work.
really like what Jackie Aina, because I know Jackie Aina, obviously, she's a little older than James Charles, and she was, like, in the military and stuff, so, like, that is a girl who fucking worked, like, so I'm like, she did, like, a response video to it, and she basically was just like, "This is, like, disgusting and disturbing," and kinda reiterated what we said, but she also made this point of, like, the thing that is just, like, horrible about all of this is, like, because he's a man and because he has, I don't even know how, like, all these people still, like, follow him and whatever, like, nothing is going to happen to him. And not saying that he just, like, I just don't like him, so I don't care. And I also is, like, creepy and, like, has, like, a lot of allegations against him. So I don't feel bad in saying this, but it's like, you, like, can say all these horrible things and people will talk about it for, like, a week and people will hate you, but somehow he still has millions of followers. And I think that's even the scarier part. Is, like, now there's even people, like, in the comments that are like, actually, I can, like, see his point. Like, actually can see his point. Like, why are you, like, begging someone for money? Like, why don't you have friends or, like, a family or something? And it's like, well, no, because hello, I'm like, imagine you
I
literally lose your
I
job.
think I think so a point too that you, made that we haven't made, like, in exactly the same way yet is, like, how many times a week do you think his management ask for free things? Or,
Yeah.
like, he decides he wants to go somewhere and his management or whoever is like, "Hey, does this brand wanna send us this for his friends?" Or, like, "We're going on a trip." Like, basically acquired air, "We're going
Yes.
trip. Do you wanna donate your private jet to us? We're going on a trip. Do you wanna donate all these brand goods to us?" Like, how many times a week does he ask for free handouts, but it's not seen as that because he's giving them, like, promotion
Promo.
in return? Exactly, like,
Yeah.
kind of what we're talking about with, like, no reciprocation.
Yeah.
I think
And
people need to, like, share their actual, like, charitable donations
yes.
that they do.
No, that's the thing is, like, yeah, like, Acquired Style gets a whole paid bachelorette trip, mind you, for a brand that I've never heard of and never seen her talk about in a day in my
$800 makeup mirror.
and, like, it's just like, "What?" Like, why? Because you're gonna post it on Instagram on TikTok and Instagram or whatever? Like, it's just like, yeah, like, you guys get to have free things, you're greedy, you make TikTok saying, "Oh my," how many people literally are like, they'll be, like, going on bachelorette trips, and these are, like, influencers, and their friends are normal, like, whatever, aren't influencers, but they'll be like, "Thank you so much to at for sending these goodies for the bachelorette trip gift bags," and it's like, "Oh, okay." Like, you are the maid of honor for your best friend, but, like, you didn't pay for fucking fuck all because you're an influencer. Like, it's just like, what? Like, I'm just like,
I
I
just could never
don't.
imagine, like, guys, I'm gonna be in my influencer era, so, like, run this back,
Yeah.
like, keep me honest. But, like, I'm just not the type of person that, like, would even want anyone messaging on my behalf, like, begging for free
No.
things for me. And, like, especially if you have, like, 1,000,000 followers, like, if they're offering it, sure, but, like, I'm not asking.
You have money. Like, I watched this video from, what's her name? Kylie on YouTube that I sent to Liv that kind of talks about this a little bit about, like, how influencers are so greedy, and she talked about the card style bachelorette, but she also talked about this girl who I don't remember her name, but, she is, like, basically she's engaged, and she decided to, like, instead of doing a wedding, like a traditional wedding, she is going to do a, like, island villa, like, wedding where she's kinda gonna be like a reality TV show on her TikTok, and she's only inviting, like, 20 people, and she's going to, like, some tropical island or whatever. And literally, she's like, "If any brand wants to help me and my husband do this, please. If any brand wants to help us, we're planning on doing this. If any brand," literally TikTok after TikTok after TikTok. Mind you, this girl has 12,000,000 followers. You have enough money to pay for this whole villa experience on your own, or just have a fucking damn normal ass wedding. Like, I just am like, how can
And
you
a romance, like, we're like, "Oh, like, we need a brand to sponsor this, so then we can go and do that." Like, what about, like, a little whimsy and joy in your life?
literally.
Wanna get married here because I wanna get married here, and I love my fiancé so much.
Exactly. Like, she literally says in the video, she goes, "Instead of tripping with Tart, it's gonna be tripping down the aisle." I'm like, first of all, that's, like, a horrible omen, and secondly, you're fucking weird. Like, where it's like, you are, like, literally objectively weird. Cause yeah, it's like, and another in this video, which we'll link because I actually think it's a really interesting video, and I love her channel, but, this same girl, like, when she first got engaged, was like, "I don't wanna do, like, I just don't want people to, like, have to pay, like, destination wedding, like, I don't wanna do that. I wanna keep it small and intimate, like, I just want it to be about me and my husband," like, well, and I'm like, "Oh, so, like, what changed? What changed?" Like, it's just goes to show how, like, quickly this sort of, like, very, like, 1% way of thinking, like, comes to you when you're an influencer. Like, I honestly it's, like, very scary to me because 'cause I'm like, James Charles acquired Sarah, like, these people, Alex Earl, whatever, like, they are very, very wealthy, they're very rich, but they are not like Jeff Bezos rich, like, they are not that rich, but they have that mindset, and it's very, like, scary because 'cause I'm like, "You," like, I don't know, like, I'm just like, "Okay, well, what if the rug gets pulled out from under you and you have suddenly have no money? So what then? And you can't, like, get a brand trip to do this and do that." I don't know, it's just, like, very scary, and I feel like it shows a lot about, like, what people cherish or, like, what they, like, put on the pedestal. Because yeah, it's like a wedding is supposed to be, like, about you and your fiancé and, like, your family and your friends and, like, all that stuff. It's not supposed to be about sitting at a table making 100 TikToks. And even, like, I don't know, because I get it, it's a job at the end of the day, like, Just Jazz, like, she did her TikToks during her wedding, and I thought it was amazing and whatever, but I also feel like she also didn't get her bachelor trip sponsored. Like, she, like, is very honest about what she paid for and what she didn't pay for, and, like, she didn't get her venue sponsored. Like, I just feel like it's gotten to a point with all this stuff, because then I'm like, you want all this free once again, like, you want all these free handouts, but God forbid you have to pay for a Coachella pass. God forbid you have to pay for a fucking, I don't even know, literally like a setting spray. Like, people even okay, even when I hate when influencers will be shopping and they'll, like, get some, they'll see something in the store and they'll be like, "Oh my god, at Gap, I love this sweater, dot, dot, dot." I'm like, "I fucking know what you're trying to do." Like, I know what you want. Like, you want them to respond to you, which they will and they do and whatever, but I'm like, if I want that Gap sweater, you know what I have to fucking do? I have to swipe my damn credit card. And that's the difference between me.
Not soon, not
Yeah,
soon.
I know. But I could, like, talk about I know we could talk about this, like, stuff for ages because it's just
Yeah, it comes up all the time now because it's, like, the new thing, and it's the new era, and, like, influencing is still, like, relatively new, and people are testing the boundaries of it all, and but sometimes it comes off really poorly to us common people.
I know. I know, I'm like, well, honestly, I'm like, Maybe it's a blessing I never made it big, like, when I was, like, 15 trying to make a YouTube video because
You would have been really, like, uncultured and, like,
maybe I too would be having an ego and
yeah,
not wanting to give
we need
anyone
to
my
be humbled.
time, but oh my god, it's just so crazy.
Yeah.
Well,
I feel like you, like, let a lot out this
I
episode.
know. I feel like
Hopefully, you can leave it all behind you, and next week will be better.
next week will be better because 'cause we'll be watching off.
Yeah, so make sure you pick up your copy of The Deal and catch up this week and then stream all 8 episodes because on Monday we will be talking about it. Make sure that you are following us on all of our streaming platforms, YouTube, Spotify, Apple Podcasts, and make sure that you're following us on Instagram, Twitter, and TikTok at First in Line Pod because surely we won't be waiting until Monday to talk about some of our feelings.
I know. Yes, no, we won't. Please don't forget to rate and review our podcast, 5 stars on Spotify and Apple Podcasts, and also, like, leave us some likes and comments on our socials because we work very hard on that, so thank you.
Thanks for listening. We'll see you next time on First in Line.
Bye.